You're getting it all wrong in your fantasy drafts. It's not about player good, player bad. It's about knowing the player pools and strategizing around that. Knowing about the later rounds, how to manipulate your league. Today, we're going to talk about a lottery ticket running back who's exploding right now in preseason and is seeing immense upside and climbing the depth chart. We are looking at rookie running back Oli Gordon. We're going to talk about the good, the bad, the ugly to see whether or not you need him for your fantasy team right now. But before we dig in, you need to click that subscribe button right now because we're talking about these players every day, doing these deep dives. We're doing rankings, player lists. We're going to help you set your lineups and find gems off the waiver wire like we're doing right now. Click that button. Stop missing out. Ric Flair's watching. Stop disappointing Ric Flair. Oli Gordon, though, enters the chat. He's been looking good. He's been looking solid. And we've been talking about him. And he looks like he's going to be climbing the depth chart, sharing the backfield with Devin Achane. And we've been on this for a long time. We've been watching him. And we knew this was a big prospect even before the draft years ago. And we're on the train here looking at Oli Gordon while Jalen Wright is getting fraud checked. He's not looking good in camp. He's not looking good in preseason. He was a raw prospect, but hyper athletic. Elite size-adjusted athleticism. But when you compare him against a back like Oli Gordon, night and day. Night and day. And Jalen Wright has some home run hitting upside, but it ain't working. It ain't cashing in. Going back to high school, 24/7 Sports slept on him. The composite didn't. 19th among running backs in 2022. 18 offers. Oklahoma State, Arkansas, Houston, some schools looking at him. But when we get to Oklahoma State, after a ramp-up year, we hit big. 1,700 yards, 21 touchdowns. Getting work in the passing game. We win the Doak Walker. We win that thing. Jalen Wright didn't. Jalen Wright couldn't do that. And we're looking at a guy getting over 1,000 yards after contact. 3.71 yards after contact per attempt. Also catching some balls out of the backfield. This is a big physical running back prospect. One of the top running backs out of all of college football. We get arrested in 2024, DUI. And that really hurts his draft stock as we talk more about that. But on top of that, the numbers drop in 2024 a little bit. Does not look like the Doak Walker winner, but he does on tape. He's still there. He's looking solid, and we have the potential to dominate, take over games against anybody. Big schools, small schools, sucky schools, good schools. It's all right here. 200-yard games, 100-yard games. It's all here, and we come out for the draft. We fall to the 6th round. This is a very competitive running back class. I say this 50 times a day. From top to the bottom. First round, we got 2 running backs selected. Last year was none. Multiple running backs in the 2nd round. Last year was 1. We only had 1 ACL drafted in the 2nd round last year. Think about on those regards. We had more running backs drafted than ACLs last year. Think about that. It's a deeper running back class. Oli Gordon going to the 6th round is a testament to that. If he was in last year's class, he's getting drafted higher. He's getting drafted probably around Jalen Wright, if not higher. Probably getting selected for him. He's a better running back prospect. Lights it up at the Senior Bowl in practice. Looking good. And when they're talking about him at the Senior Bowl, they're talking about him in light of the tight ends because that's how big he is. He looked a lot bigger than the running backs. Just dwarfed them. Mobbed them. And moves well with that size. And you're looking at this backfield. Jalen Wright's getting fraud checked. You're looking at Alexander Madison. That's the 90s butt rock of running backs right there. So you're looking at Devin Achane with that 4.3 speed. Solid running back prospect. Drafted in the 2nd round, 1st round of your drafts. Not against him. But we know this offense can turn out running back production. They'll use multiple running backs historically with most starts. And they want to do that because they've shown their hands years ago. They couldn't last year because Jalen Wright kept getting fraud checked. But Devin Achane looking at this. Solid back. He's going to be the guy. He's going to be H-in, but you need somebody with him. Alexander Madison, the 90s butt rock running back is what you're looking at here. Could siphon touches. Could happen. But you're also not hearing many good things. You're just not. But you're looking at the ADP, and you look at this past August. Right now, it's rolling up. It's rolling up because you're seeing the good. You're seeing it in preseason, and everybody's going after that. RB70 off the board right now, but it's increasing. We're drafted in the 200s. You may not even need to draft him. You might be just watching the Dolphins. You're waiting for more news, but that's going to increase even more because he hit yesterday. That's going to increase even more. So 212 ADP might be like 180 by the middle of next week. RB70 might be RB60 by the middle of last week. He might be getting in ADP range where he's draftable. That's the thing. He might be one of the last running backs you draft. You might draft H-in, and you might pick him up with your last pick. You may not draft him at all, and you're watching the waiver wire. We're not just talking about drafts. We're talking about waiver wire because that's important too. And you're seeing this here with Oli Gordon. This is a running back to pay attention to. This is a running back that could hit big. And H-in has been hit with injuries before, and it's the running back position. Anything can happen when it comes to that. He's trending up right now. I'm not just saying it. People are saying that with the money. That's what that's saying. People are laying down their cash and they're saying, Oli Gordon. That's what they're saying right now. And that's what they're looking. This is a good talent. This is elite talent. This is a good talent. Doak Walker's elite talent. He won that thing. He fell to the 6th round. He's going to work his way up the depth chart. But you're also looking at a rookie sharing the backfield. There is rookie risk here. It may take time for him to develop. He may never see the field too. He's a 6th round pick. Odds are he's going to see the field. He's going to get worked in there. It may be not enough for it to amount for fantasy football, but it could be. He could explode. He could be running in the red zone, crossing the goal line. But he's cheap. He's free. He's a lottery ticket. So what do you look at lottery tickets for? They are the last place on your bench. They are the last place on your bench, and they're going to collect dust for a little bit. And they're sitting there doing nothing for you, and you're just waiting for them to hit one day. And when they hit big. And this is a running back that could do that for you. There's a bunch of them in this year's draft. There's like 20 deep of rookie running backs, and a lot of them are going to hit for you. This is one of them. This is one of them. And the thing is, like, you could feel good, warm, and fuzzy drafting that wide receiver. Maybe like an Adam Thielen or something. Double-digit rounds. First off, you should already be good at wide receiver once you get in that range. And second off, those are wide receivers in that range. Sure, they're getting you 10, 11, 12 on the weekly. Maybe a couple spike weeks here and there. You're not starting them. And they're not scoring enough fantasy points really to make a difference. And they're not scoring too much more week in and week out than some of the wide receivers off the waiver wire. So you can get enough from that variance off the waiver wire, like 80, 90% of that for free anyways. But when you're looking at a lottery ticket as your last player, or 2 or 3, depending how deep your bench is, that you can hoard and hold, if that player hits, if H-in goes down, you're not hitting any fab. You're not wasting any of that money. And he's right there going off, getting touches and opportunity. There's potential with that. There's potential with like 15 running backs this year. Last year we had like 3 to 5 backs. I had to talk about Blake Corum and Trey Benson all year. I had to talk about Ray Davis. There's so many running backs that I forget about them. You got Corey Krosky-Merritt. That's a running back we're going to be talking about. We've been talking about him. He's going to get his own video. There's a bunch of them. A bunch. Here's another one. You need to have one. You need to have one. This is one I'm pointing out. Oh, what if he's not doing anything? And this running back is off the way. Pick him up. Pick him up. If you start seeing more snaps, more touches, turn and burn it. Turn and burn it. It is a strategy. And if you're not executing it and you got a roster clogger, you're just going to feel good, but it's not going to get you over the hump. It ain't going to win your league. It might help you in a lineup situation here and there, but like I just stated, there's 80 to 90% of that production just sitting on the waiver wire. So what's the point? Why not get a lottery ticket or 2, Hold it as long as possible, see what happens. Oh, it's not helping, it's not doing it. It's on your bench. It's on your bench. It's not scoring in your lineup. It's not helping you right now. It's about strategy. It's not about player good, player bad, like I said in the intro. I wasn't lying. I was trying to hook you in, but I wasn't lying. Like, think about it. Think about it. Oh, he's averaging 12 points per game. That's good for a last place spot on your bench. 12 points per game, which means there's games where it's 9, 8, 4, 12 points a game. The top wide receiver on the waiver wire, 9-ish, 10-ish on the weekly. It's only a few points less. Think about it in those terms. Those guys on the waiver wire is also on your team. You're not going to have to chase those wide receivers too hard. But when running backs start to get hurt, which is probably going to be more this year, and you got a lottery ticket here, and you're looking at the better backup running backs, the ones that are showing some juice right now, like an Oli Gordon, you got one or two of them. And the thing is, say Oli Gordon's not seeing the field. You drop him, and there's another running back that you like too. You drop him, pick him up for that back. You play musical chairs. You do not know which one's going to hit because attrition's part of it. Injuries are part of it. But strategy matters. Strategy matters. And the thing is, this strategy, if you think about it along these terms, online poker, daily fantasy football, in these terms, where you're playing multiple hands through your leagues, through your years of playing, so not just this season, that one lottery ticket player that hits and allows you to be dominant in your league to win it will eventually pay off for those other moments. And the fact is, it's a free chip that if you're using for a player that's scoring points that you're not using, that's not scoring enough to really get you over the hump, that retrospectively where they're helping you at is to get you by here and there when you need them, but that's free off the waiver wire, most cases, just reduced by 80 to 90% of the production consistently. Yeah, you may want to look at a lottery ticket player. This is more than just Oli Gordon. This is strategy. This is any running back. Now, running back position is what you're looking at this year when it comes to lottery tickets. We have named the wide receivers. You can look at some of those. I will throw out all the lottery ticket players you want. There's more than what I'm going to list here. Oli Gordon's one of them. He's trending up. There's a reason why he's been looking good. He's a player with a lot of upside. He's not player good, player bad, but he's part of the strategy. Part of the strategy for fantasy football. More often than not, your lottery ticket's not going to hit. However, more often than not, that player that makes you feel warm and cozy with that last bench spot ain't really doing much for you anyways. It might be able to help you 1 week out of the year. Same as that one wide receiver, that one running back off the bench, that 1 week out of the year. And that's a gamble too. Because if it was consistent, they'd be in your lineup every week. Think about it in those terms. Think about it. One spot, lottery ticket, ain't going to kill you. And you can turn and burn it whenever you want. You can move it out and get that reliable player off the waiver wire. That player that's needed when injuries hit and bye weeks hit. But you just got to see it through and hold on as long as possible. And watch the other young players as they emerge and watch the injuries. Let me know what you think in the comments below. I want to hear about that. Make sure you hit that subscribe button on the way out. One thing for watching. Catch you on the next video.